بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم تسليما كثيرا. Recently a brother or two have asked me with regards to some recently mentioned speech, negative speech about Shaykh ʿAbdullah Bukhari Hafidhahullah Ta'ala from an individual in Saudi Arabia, a conference that was organized by some individuals, may Allah guide them and protect the people from their harm and their evil. With regards to our beloved Shaykh, Shaykh Abdullah bin Abdul Rahim bin Mahmud al-Bukhari Hafidhahullah Ta'ala. And by the grace of Allah Azza wa Jal, we had the chance to sit with Shaykh Abdullah from about 1998, 1999, up until the time we left Al-Medina. Shaykh Abdullah, without a doubt, was from the prominent scholars there in Al-Medina. You had your senior scholars, the likes of Shaykh Rabi', the likes of Shaykh Abdul Muhsin al-Abbad, the likes of Shaykh Ubaid, Hafidhahullah Ta'ala, Shaykh Ali Nasr al-Faqihi, and then you had your younger level of scholars, the likes of Shaykh Abdullah Bukhari, and those that were on his level in terms of age. And indeed, Shaykh Abdullah Bukhari Hafidhahullah Ta'ala was from the prominent scholars of his age. He was from the prominent scholars, individuals. He was very, very much distinguished. Shaykh Abdullah Bukhari Hafidhahullah Ta'ala. And Saraha, I can go on for hours to speak about Shaykh Abdullah Bukhari. Until this day, having a very, very close relationship with him. And from the things that distinguish Shaykh Abdullah Bukhari Hafidhahullah Ta'ala from his contemporaries is he was from those who had a very, very close relationship as a student of Shaykh Muhammad Aman al-Jami Hafidhahullah Rahmatullahi alayhi. Very, very close relationship. So much so, I could say that I don't know a scholar that I benefited from the scholars of Medina that benefited with the fawaid from the life of Shaykh Muhammad Aman al-Jami Rahmatullahi alayhi like Shaykh Abdullah Bukhari. He was so close to him. He told us about the lessons of Shaykh Muhammad Aman al-Jami. He told us about the character of Shaykh Muhammad Aman al-Jami. He told us about the close relationship that he had with Shaykh Muhammad Aman al-Jami Rahmatullahi alayhi like no other scholar. Like no other scholar. Likewise, he gave us great benefits from the life of Shaykh Hamad al-Ansari. He was also a student of Shaykh Hamad al-Ansari, rahmatullahi alayhi. So Shaykh Abdullah Bukhari, Hafidhahullah Ta'ala, is tremendous benefits that we obtain from our studies and our sitting and our relationship with Shaykh Abdullah Bukhari until this day. And like the brothers have mentioned, and he's a student, the scholars of the past, the likes of Shaykh Muhammad Aman al-Jami, the likes of Shaykh Hamad al-Ansari, and the scholars of the present, the likes of Shaykh Rabi', Hafidhahullah Ta'ala, the likes of Shaykh Abdul Muhsin. And there were times we would visit Shaykh Abdul Muhsin al-Abbad, Hafidhahullah Ta'ala, and we would find Shaykh Abdullah Bukhari there in his house, reading books to Shaykh Abdul Muhsin, on more than one occasion. He was reading books to Shaykh Abdul Muhsin. And recently, about 2 years ago, I'm saying comparatively recently, Shaykh Abdullah Bukhari Hafidhahullah Ta'ala informed me when he visited Riyadh that Shaykh Abdul Muhsin called him to his house because he wanted to do some research with him. So we noticed that, we witnessed that. Shaykh Abdullah Bukhari Hafidhahullah Ta'ala visiting Shaykh Abdul Muhsin, reading books, sitting with him. And likewise, there were times that we visited Shaykh Ubaid Hafidhahullah Ta'ala, and we were sitting in the house of Shaykh Ubaid, and it was time for us to leave, and he said, "No, stay. I have a guest coming and I want you guys to be present." And it was who? It was Shaykh Abdullah Bukhari. So Shaykh Abdullah Bukhari is well known, walillah alhamd, thabit, somebody who's firm, walillah alhamd, because he was brought up in terms of knowledge by the likes of Shaykh Muhammad Aman al-Jami, by the likes of Shaykh Hamad al-Ansari, present day scholars, the likes of Shaykh Rabi', the likes of Shaykh Abdul Muhsin al-Abbad, the likes of Shaykh Ubaid. So individuals that speak negatively about him, Saraha, without any proofs or any evidences, it doesn't harm. It doesn't harm. And is it because of jealousy or is it because of envy? It returns upon those individuals. Shaykh Abdullah Bukhari, walillah alhamd, as he's praised, there's praise for Shaykh Abdullah Bukhari by way of Shaykh Rabi'a, by way of Shaykh Ubaid, by way of Shaykh Abdul Muhsin al-Laban, and by way of other scholars, by way of many, many other scholars. Yani a person of ilm, a person of ilm, a person of istiqamah. He's a person of knowledge. He's a person who's known for being upright. And he's an individual that has a great focus on da'wah. Individual has a great focus on da'wah and islah. And islah, his duroos, walillah alhamd, his duroos are continuous and he's very consistent. And his books, his authoring of books, walillah alhamd, he has books in the Islamic library. Likewise, I said islah, rectification, Shaykh Abdullah Bukhari, and we witnessed this. Any of the students that studied during that time, and up until today, they witnessed that Shaykh Abdullah Bukhari, Hafizahullah Ta'ala, when there was discord between the students of Medina, whether it was the Saudi students or the Yemeni students, or the American or British students, Shaykh Abdullah Bukhari would call us and say, come to my house. Let's sit, let's discuss it, let's rectify these affairs. And there were times that individuals would begin to go in a different direction. Shaykh Abdullah Bukhari would call us and say, what do you guys have on this individual? I'm going to call him to my house and I'm going to speak to him. And likewise, up until today, Shaykh Abdullah Bukhari, at times, he calls brothers that live in Riyadh. He says, are you brothers meeting? Are you brothers gathering? Are you brothers visiting one another? Are you brothers advising one another? Shaykh Abdullah Bukhari, Hafizahullah Ta'ala, Saraha, I can go on and on about the fada'il, the virtues of Shaykh Abdullah Bukhari, Hafizahullah Ta'ala. And this is not from defense of him. Shaykh Abdullah Bukhari doesn't need anyone to defend him. Walillahi alhamd. And if anyone wants to speak negatively about Shaykh Abdullah Bukhari, bring your proofs and evidences. His lectures are available. His books are available. Shaykh Abdullah Bukhari is sahib al-ilm. He's a person of knowledge. And he's a person that's very, very academic. Yani especially when it comes to rudud ala ahl al-bid'ah. And who was from the prominent individuals that refuted Abu Hassan al-Ma'arabi? Shaykh Abdullah Bukhari. And Shaykh Ahmad al-Najmi, rahmatullah alayhi, did an introduction to his book and praised his book. Likewise, who was from amongst the individuals that refuted Ibrahim al-Rahili with ilm and burhan from his own books? Shaykh Abdullah Bukhari. And so an individual to come today, or individuals to come today and speak negatively about him and without any proofs or evidences, bring from his books, from his recordings, bring it. As for Akila wa qal and, he say, she say, it's unfortunately, it's fadi, kalam fadi. Kalam fadi has no proofs nor evidences. And those individuals that organized it and supported it and concurred with it, may Allah Azza wa Jal guide them and protect the people from their harm. Protect the people from their harm and protect the people from their evil. Allahumma musta'an. This is just something very, very small. And bi'idhnillahi ta'ala, the brothers in the West, they will have lectures too, because this is from the rights of a scholar. The rights of a scholar upon his students is that his students spread their fada'il, spread their virtues. And they speak about how they learned and how they benefited. So much can be said about Shaykh Abdullah Bukhari, Shaykh Abdullah ibn Ibrahim, ibn Mahmud al-Bukhari, Hafizahullah Ta'ala. And we ask Allah Azza wa Jal to bless him and to protect him. And we ask Allah Azza wa Jal to increase him in knowledge and taqwa. And we ask Allah Azza wa Jal to bless him and his family and protect him and his family. Allah knows best. Wa sallallahu wa sallam wa baraka ala nabiyyina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam tasliman kathira.